Okay, so let's focus on George Saitoti. Okay, George Saitoti was murdered by Muigai in conjunction with Jambazi, of course, on June 10th, 2012. At 9 a.m., the chopper he was in, it was a Kenya Police Air Wing chopper. It crashed at Kibiko area in Ngong Forest, okay, at 9 in the morning, okay, and it ended up killing Saitoti. He was the interior CS at the time, or the interior minister at the time, and his assistant, Orwa Ojode, okay, and there were also four other individuals, two bodyguards and the two police pilots, okay. So people usually come up with a lot of conspiracy theories as to why people say, oh, he was murdered by Akina Kabogo and Akina Harun Mwau because he had threatened to release the names of the drug barons in Kenya, which is true. He had threatened that he's going to release their names, but the Akina Mwau and Akina Kabogo are too irrelevant, okay. The reason Saitoti was killed is because he had opined, or he had said that he was going to run for presidency, okay. And here Saitoti he was a corrupt bastard just like the rest of them, but Saitoti at least was learned, and in the face of the general population he was a fresh face, okay, while Muigai was just an alcoholic, drug ridden, useless junkie, okay. If you guys don't, for those who didn't pay attention, right before Muigai was to declare that he's going to run for presidency, there's like a period that he said that he's not even interested in the presidency, which was him being honest. He wasn't interested. This was a very spoiled brat who doesn't really care what is going on. Even as finance minister, I think he stepped into his office like once. He had never even stepped into his office. He had said he's not interested in running for presidency. He went home, got scolded by Mamangina, and his brother Muhoho came the next day and told Kenyans, oh, mashetani zilikuwa zinaniongelesha, I'm gonna run for presidency. The only claim that the Kenyatas, or Kenyatta himself, the only claim to relevance he has is protecting all that stolen loot, all the stolen wealth that his family has looted from the republic. Okay, that's the only reason. People usually assume, oh, they run for presidency to steal money. Okay, yes, they do, because they are greedy, shameless bastards. But the wealth and interests that they are protecting, or that they've been protecting since that charade you called independence, it's much more bigger, okay. So the moment Saitoti declared that he wants to vie for presidency, and Saitoti was a corrupt motherfucker, and he was very wealthy, like he was really, really wealthy, okay. And Kenyatas were aware, and they were aware that they couldn't bring their financial war chest and expect that to be the only thing that they could hold over Saitoti's head, because he also had a financial war chest, okay. Are you following? So what happened when the chopper crashed? Akina Saitoti and all those occupants, they were already dead. They had already been poisoned by cyanide and carbon monoxide, okay. For those who've done mechanical engineering, there's very many ways that you can have gadgets that can produce that smoke, okay. And the thing about this gas is they're odorless. You can't see them. You'll just know they're in your system, and they are very poisonous. Carbon monoxide is very poisonous, but cyanide is 100 times more lethal, okay. So by the time they were crashing, they were already dead, everyone in there, okay. The communication tower relayed that they had lost communication with the chopper up to 6 minutes before it crashed. Could be true, could be false, but the thing is, we don't know what happened. I'm not an aviation expert, but I don't know if the chopper had a black box, and if it had, it was already gotten rid of. You'd know whether the officials in the watchtower were working with Uhuru. We wouldn't know. But the thing that was established is that he died before helicopter crashed. And this was confirmed by the government pathologist Johansen Oduor, or by his aide during the post-mortem, because Oduor confided to his assistant that he had gotten calls from top security agency officials telling him to not put that post-mortem report out, okay, because the post-mortem report had reported that exposed tissue showed cherry pink discoloration, which is very consistent with cyanide and carbon monoxide poisoning, okay. And another one goes down the long list of the political assassinations in this country. These people need to go home.